Hello friends, in this video I will explain you how you can connect to MongoDB from your NodeJS Express application. So for that, let me go to the Express app first of all. So this is the Express app that I've created in Node.js. So Express is the framework that is used to develop the web app as well as API apps using Node.js. So if you look at the package.json, the package.json is one of the important files in Node.js ecosystem. So this file will contain all the information related to your project. For example, project name, then author, description, etc. And along with that, it also contains the dependencies for your app. So my app depends on this dependencies: body parser.env, express, mocha, mongoose, nodemon. Now I'm not gonna get into deeper into that. All I wanted to show is that how we can connect to MongoDB. So let us go to app.js. This is the main entry point for the app. Where what we are doing is we are importing these models: express, mongoose, then body parser, and this is the custom model that I've created for the routes. Then we are calling this express function, and then finally we are listening to the port 3001. And in here we have got the middleware for the routes, as well as we are using this body parser.json. So body parser.json will convert the post data into JSON format. So whenever a server gets the data in the format, like the data comes in the string format, so it is converted into JSON using this particular model or function. And main thing about database is here. So we are connecting the data to the database as well before starting the server. So this is the syntax that you have to use: mongo.connect, and this mongo comes from this model mongoose. Mongo.connect process.env.db. So this is the database connection, Mongo database connection. Then use new URL parser is equal to that syntax we have to use, because otherwise you will get the warning. And we are just printing here message in the console that we are connecting to the database. Here we are listening on the port 3001. That means our node server is running on 3001 port. Now I will quickly show you how it is gonna enter the data into that database. So what we are doing in this example is that whenever the request post request comes with this endpoint /users, we are creating a new user, and that logic to create a new user is in this user routes. So user routes comes from this particular model, routes/user. So this is the file. In this file what we are doing is we are defining the route. So this is the post route with a slash endpoint. So slash I have given here because in here I have specified user. So all the requests coming with /users will land in here. And in the callback function, what we are doing is we are creating a new user using this request.body.id and request.body.name. We could use this request.body.id because we are using the body parser. Without body parser, this statement, this code will not work. And we are creating new user, and then we are saving the user in the database. So this save method is basically comes from the mongoose model. And finally we are responding with the user that we created to the client. Now here we are using this new user syntax. So I will explain briefly how you can use that. So we have created the models for the user. Here you can see we have defined the schema for our user. Our user will have ID and name. So it is just how you create the database columns. So the same way we can define this right in the code. Like I want username, and the type is string, and then user ID with type as number, and then we have exported that model, user model. So this is the server part. Now I'm gonna take you to the Mongo database. So I'm using the online database that this is the server cloud.mongodb.com. So this website will provide you free Mongo database. You can create new database in there, and with a free account. the size that you will get in the free account is 500 MB. So if you are just if you want to just play around with the MongoDB online, you can create a new account here and then create new collections. So you can see here we have got this collection test, and in that there is users. Test is the database and users is the collection, and in here there are 2 records. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send one post request to the server and create a new record. So I'm gonna use Postman for that. If you don't know Postman, Postman is one of the very popular tool with help of which we can send HTTP request to the server. And so you can see here I'm sending this post request. This is the drop down from where you can select the HTTP request that you want to send to the server. This is the URL that you want to hit. You can notice here /users I'm using. The port is 3001. I'll show you that server is running on the 3001 port. So here we have started that server. You can see this is the syntax. I'm using npm start because that's how I have defined that application. Now in here in the header section, I'm sending content type as application/JSON because I'm sending the data in the JSON format. So let us say I want to create new user with the name Donald Trump and with ID as 444. So remember that you need to select here JSON and not text or HTML or any other format, and then I'm gonna send it. Once the request is sent, you will notice that in the cloud that new record will be created with the Donald. Right now you can see here there are only 2 records. So as soon as I send this request, post request, the new record will be created with this name Donald Trump. So just send it, and we have got the response right here. You can see MongoDB automatically creates _ID column for us with the unique identifier for your record. So I'm just gonna go to the MongoDB, and here you can see that now there is just 2 records. So I just need to refresh this and 3rd record will be available. So let me just refresh this one. So just click on this collection again and then data will be refreshed. You can see the another record is created. So I'm showing this Mongo database that is hosted on the cloud, but you can also launch the Mongo database right in your local system as well. I'm not gonna cover that thing. I will cover that thing in next lectures, but right now you can see how you can connect to the Mongo database from your NodeJS Express application. So let me go back to the app. So I hope you have understood what I wanted to tell you in this video. If you have any kind of questions related to Node.js or automation testing, web services testing, RESTful API services testing, and Selenium, APM, all those automation related stuff, you can let me know through the comments. Thank you for watching this video.